talking about truth, let's talk about Wall Street.
So that was such a bad transition. Those, you know what? Yeah, but fine. Let's talk about
Yeah, you know
how.
what? Nah.
Which mean
Let's
now?
talk about truth. I'm gonna make a better transition, okay? So,
Oh,
speaking about truth, let me be true to all of you that we are gonna ride onto a very viral topic so that we get views. There you go. Now, how smooth was that transition? Huh?
you know what? I'm just gonna carry on. So yes, finally the truth. Yes, as if you don't know, this is the end of January and rich people are getting fucked. Let's go, bro. The top 1% Reddit, the meme account, the meme platform where everyone just sees Redditors as loser, bro. They're all just turning into millionaires. People are earning tens of thousands of money, and guess where it's coming from? From all of that top 1% billionaires pocket. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna be crying, sitting in their helicopter on their way to your yacht, which will take them to their private island. I'm sure they're gonna be sad losing all that money. But basically, for anyone who doesn't know, or for anyone who isn't even in the loop, basically what happened is hedge fund.
Dumb people.
Yeah. Okay, so let me explain what hedge fund is basically. Let's say this top 1% stock, Wall Street stock manipulate. They basically can manipulate stock and make the price of any stock go down, which is illegal by the way. So what they did is they used GameStop. You know GameStop, where you can just buy or sell games, CDs. Yeah, it's a thing of past. So what they did is they just borrowed stock from there, like millions of stock. They just borrowed it and they bet that the stock will crash down. So they borrowed it and then they sell it. Let's say if they borrowed millions and they sold each stock for $20, let's say, and once they sell it, they can manipulate the market and they can bet that this stock is going to crash, and once it crash and once the time to return those borrowed stock is up, they can just buy those stocks back at a lower price. So what they did is they crashed it down from 20 to $4, and then they were like, yeah, we'll just buy those millions of stock at $4, and yeah, boom, profit. And in that way, bro, GameStop just going bankrupt, because of this. So memers from Reddit, they actually found out that this was the Wall Street manipulating the stocks, and it was actually hedge fund. It was a normal fund, so it doesn't matter what the stock price is. These Wall Street will have to buy the stock back. So what they did is Reddit, memers, and everyone, they just came together, and boy oh boy, they just bought all the GameStop stock. And guess what? That resulted in it going from $4 to $150 per stock. And now they just started panicking, like, wait, that's not supposed to happen. Poor people aren't supposed to earn money. The market manipulation is only supposed to be for the top 1%, for the rich. No, that's not. So they just started complaining. They went to the media, and guess what? If anything, that just gave them even more coverage, and more people bought those stock, rising the price even more. And that, so this top 1% started panicking, and what they do, they try to private the subreddit which it come from. They banned the Discord server of people where people contact, and they illegally manipulated the stock prices to crash after trading hours, which isn't allowed. You can't buy or sell stock after trading hours, but they did the back room. So the people would panic and sell all their stock, and the top 1% would hope to have less losses. But what happened is people didn't sell it. And guess what? Other billionaires like Bill Pulte and Elon Musk and Mr. Beast, bro, they just joined in. And the stock price now is $375, from $4 to $375. And and people are earning tens of thousands. If you were to invest, let's say $100 into this GameStop, if you were to invest $100, your profit would actually be 337,000. Imagine, just by investing $100. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And now these top 1% are just crying that this shouldn't be allowed. The market should be regulated. It shouldn't be a free market. Bitch, when the poor people come at you in your own game with your own tactic, now you suddenly want to cry and go to the Congress. Wow, how convenient, huh?
I have a lot different opinion than his. Alright.
And the
First of all,
best
it is
thing
called
about
short-term
this,
position.
no, don't go too technical into it. Don't
No,
go too
I'm
technical.
just telling it's
Yeah, go
called
on.
short Kia. It's like it's called it like they shorted it. Okay, it's called short position, and I have a bit different opinion than he does. I agree that was a wholesome thing that the internet did. Okay,
Yeah,
that
even
was the
Elon
power.
Musk is tweeting like no one likes short seller. We all hate short seller, and the stock prices just keep rising up and up. And at this point, it's not even about earning money. Like there are
It's
people
about
who
just like
have
proving something.
yeah, it's
in
about
the
proving a
face.
point at this point. There is actually a Reddit post where a person has literally 10 million in profit, but he's not selling those stocks because he knows if he sells those stocks, the prices of those stocks will go down. And that way, the stock market, the top 1%, the Wall Street will have less loss to incorporate. And he's like, if I can hold at 10 million, you can hold at few thousand. So it's basically they're just waiting for this time to end. So when the borrow period ends, this Wall Street will have to buy those stock back. Anyways, doesn't matter if it's $4 or $3.75, they will have to back regardless of the price. So yeah, at this point everyone is just holding, none of them are selling it. They're just holding, so the loss is even more. The last time the loss counted, it was at 3.7 billion to the ultra rich, and now they're manipulating the app so you can't buy any more stock but you can just sell it. They're trying so hard to manipulate everything and stop the poor from basically earning money from them. It's just so much shady tactic, and they're probably gonna get away with that because guess what?
No.
Congress, yeah. What you mean no? Congress people literally did that. Did you not know they held a meeting before COVID? They all, before passing the regulation, they all held a meeting, and guess what? They all sold their stocks. Millions and millions of them. All of them together sold their stocks before the market crashed, before announcing the COVID regulation, because they knew the market was going to crash. So all of them just sold their stocks, and then after that they announced the COVID thing. That's what capitalism
is.
Exactly, and guess what? They had no repercussion. They're still free. They're still in the Congress. If Congress people can do it, this top person people are just going to have no repercussion. And guess what? They are just trying to come for these poor people who's just trying to earn money, bro. I have seen so many posts where people earning 10 or thousands of dollars, 10,000, 15,000 of dollars, and they're just like, you know what? Because of this money, this is the amount of money I earn in 6 months. But because of this, I was finally able to afford money for surgery of my mother. And there are so many wholesome posts like that.
That is wholesome, but this stock is gonna die because when you look at a company's fundamentals, the GameStop is a dead company.
Everyone knows this stock is gonna die. Everyone knows that. No one is in for this. At this point, it's more about proving a point. And once they have to buy all that stock, guess what? Millions of stock. Those Wall Street have to buy the stock regardless, right? Millions of stock, and when they buy it, the price goes even further up, bruh. And when it does, everyone, and I mean every single one, will just sell it together. Everyone has profit, and guess what? The stock is gonna crash where it was in the beginning. It is gonna go back to crashing down where it was in the beginning, but everyone gain money from Wall Street.
I feel everyone should start systematically selling the stock because one day the stock market is gonna take such a big dip.
Yeah, it is. That's what. No, they're just waiting for the deadline. Once the deadline hit,
opinion on this.
Yeah, once the deadline hit and once they have to forcibly buy stocks at the higher price, then everyone will just sell. Doesn't matter at the profit. Not everyone at this point isn't looking to get the most profit out of it. They're just looking to send a message They'll be like, I'm okay with 5,000% profit or just 500% profit. I don't care about the profit. It's more about sending a message like you can't just keep fucking the poor and get away with it. Now we're playing you at your own game and now you're crying. How convenient.
That is all okay, but I have my other concerns and I do not support this
concern?
opinion. That's what I want to say.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh,
This,
what?
no,
You
this is
support
all
one
right.
person?
This is all right, but you can just destabilize any economy at this point. Okay, this is over
No,
globalization.
because
this is what I posted
this
on
was
my
hedge
Instagram.
fund. It's not, yeah, it's not a pump and dump. Pump and dump
It starts at hedge fund. You know what? It started at a hedge fund. You showed F or you showed a middle finger to all the rich people. All right, that is all fine.
It wouldn't
But
work
what
in a
is-
normal one though. It wouldn't work. That would just be a
It
pump
would.
and dump. No, it
It would.
wouldn't.
You can just
You
instinct
would
in
just,
any.
yeah,
You can.
yeah.
It plays. How much it takes? How much takes to conduct a war between two countries? Take a guess.
No.
Take a guess.
Bro,
No,
no,
take
what
a
I'm saying
guess.
is, it's gonna literally stop putting war in it. What I'm saying is, it would simply be pump and dump. And when you say like, oh, you can just destabilize it, yes, you can rise up the profit, you can rise up any stock and you can sell it. But guess what? There are going to be normal people that are going to take a loss from that dip too. The same people that earn money, the same normal folk, the same
Array,
poor people that
no,
earn from this
that's
pump
not
is
the
gonna
whole point. You're not
lose from
looking
the
at
dump.
You're
Then
not
explain
looking
it
at the
then.
whole point.
Explain
This
it
is
then.
all right. I'm explaining you. So stop interrupting and start listening. Take a step back from everything. Okay, we send a signal to everything, but this is gonna be the case study. All right. So you tell me how much does it take? Just take a guess for a war. Expenses
what?
of a war if it
What
happens.
you mean?
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Guess of what?
Guess how much is it gonna cost to inflict in a war if just if
Trillions.
two countries are fighting? Trillions, if not
Yeah.
billions. Okay, trillions
Yeah, sure.
of dollars. Right. If a country pumps in, or some set of individuals pumps in the similar kind of money in a country's stock market, all right, and they start doing it like, oh, we're gonna invest in this failing companies so that everyone can earn profit. So it is under the pretext that we gonna like what happened in US is now gonna happen in France. That let us show the middle finger to the rich people. All right, but
No,
this is
that's
not the
bro. No, you're literally missing off the point. That's not the thing. How? No, you can't. You can't show the middle finger to the rich people because guess what? Rich people aren't involved in normal stock. This hedge fund was the
Like
borrowed
not-
funds. That's the whole point. You're
Yes.
literally missing off the
Yes,
whole
yes,
point.
yes. Every country has their kind of hedge fund firms and big
No,
investors who
no,
do shit
you
like
wouldn't
this.
know you wouldn't know if it's a
do.
normal stock or a hedge fund. That was the whole point. People found out that this was a hedge fund. It doesn't come up with
There
a
are
warning like
listed-
these stocks are hedge funds. It doesn't come up with a warning. That's
The-
the whole
nah,
point. You're
man,
missing out on
hedge funds are
that.
a different thing. Okay, there are like official listings of some companies or some firms or some big investors shorting on some kind of stocks.
Yes, so
It
if
is
you do it
against the
with any
whole
company, it wouldn't
principles
work
of market.
because
It
you
is
wouldn't know
against
if they
the
are borrowed
principles of
funds or not.
market.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. This is
You
supposed to
can
be a
know
secret.
there are some listed
No.
ones. There are some listed ones, and above all of that, this is against the basics of market. And if someone
Yeah,
wants to
so if
pump
the
in
rich
billions
does it,
and
it's
just
good.
take
But if
it
the
out.
poor does it, it's not allowed suddenly. How can
I'm
you
not
for that?
against it. I'm not against it, but I'm saying we need after this happened, we need some kind of regulations that okay, I have billions of dollars and I'm gonna invest into
You
a
literally repeating
Indonesian.
what those people are crying at media. You literally repeating word to word.
I did not see any mainstream video
I
of
know,
this
I know,
mainstream
I know.
video
That's
on
what I'm
the
saying.
media.
That's what I'm saying. You're literally repeating what those
I just-
billionaires are crying at the media.
But I did not
word to
see it.
word.
I did not see it.
I
It's
know
my
you did.
own
That's
thought
why I'm
because
saying it's funny. Because basically you can't. You said you can just show the middle finger to the rich people. You can't because guess what?
no.
You won't be
Okay,
able
if
to
what
know
if I
if
have
it's a hedge fund
I have $50 billion, okay, from my country. I invest
Okay.
into the failing companies of an Indonesian stock market. So
Okay.
from or Ukrainian stock market companies, okay. So it is like at 8 ravens. Alright, the company's stock is at 8 ravens. I pour in systematically $50 billion and it goes up to 500 ravens. and you
Okay,
think
and
that I'm not going to do it in one day, I'm going to do it in a span of 5 weeks. So common people as well as investors are gonna market works on sentiment, so they are gonna start buying it. Okay, too.
yeah,
And then what they're just gonna
that's
sell
literally what the
everything.
billionaires do. That's what I'm saying. Do you have that
And
kind of
just
money on you?
countries can start doing that if this is allowed,
No,
that this
no,
such a
they literally already are
groupism,
doing
and
it. What
just
you mean
start.
can start doing it? The top 1%, this is how they do it.
There are
What do
no,
you mean?
there are regulations. You cannot just there is a limit of what you can buy, and there is a limit of how much you can sell.
Oh,
You think that Jeff Bezos, not Jeff
you
Bezos.
really think
There is
those
a
limit
limit.
apply
God
to?
damn it.
Yeah, you really think those limit apply to rich people and they don't work their way around? The after hour
If
trading wasn't even allowed,
Warren,
and they
there.
still
I am
did
not
it,
saying
and
it's
they
a
still
whole
did
cheating
it.
free. I'm not saying rich people are
Exactly,
safe.
exactly, and they already are
If
doing it. That's
Warren
the whole
Buffett
point.
just
No,
sell
but
his
that is
stock,
literally the
the
whole
stock
point.
market is gonna crash in that day.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. They literally are doing it. They literally are making their way around
Not all
the
this.
regulation. They already are
Why
doing
are
it.
we
They've been
seeing
doing that
rich
for
people as
years.
such evil people? Not all rich people are evil. Why
I'm
are
not
we
saying,
seeing
yeah,
it like
Elon
that?
Musk and everyone is on our side. That's literally what I'm saying, because this top 1%, the one that are getting fucked right now, they're the one that are doing these tactics which aren't allowed, but they are, and they're getting away with it. That's the whole point. See,
That's
you literally
fine.
missed out on
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. I'm not agreeing. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
funny, and that's called a signaling message, and that's just a funny thing to do. Okay, I agree. I just do it. That's
And
good.
if you do
But
it on any normal
we are
stock,
living
if
in
you
an
do
era
it,
of over globalization.
bro, if you do it on any normal stock, then if you, let's say, 5,000 people invest in it and the stock goes up, then the other 5,000 that invest when the stock is going up, the initial 5,000 will just take their stocks out, because guess what, you pumped it and now it's high, you're dumping it, and guess what, the second
Yeah,
5,000,
and then
the second batch of
authorities are then
5,000
the
is
authorities
the one
are
that's gonna lose their money. So the
and the
first
authorities
5,000
are gonna
gain,
come knocking your door.
no, they're not,
And the authorities are
because
come.
no,
Yeah,
they're
they
not,
do. They do. I have seen people going
because
to jail doing that. What do you mean? I
because
know, but
the you earn the first 5,000 earned, but the second 5,000 lost. That's the whole point. The people, normal folks, are losing as when the normal folks are getting.
If it
This
starts to
hedge
happen in
fund
all over
was
the country in
literally
2021,
this
if
hedge
it
fund was
starts to
literally the
happen
one off. This
around
is
the world,
basically once in a lifetime opportunity. You do realize it's probably not going to happen in our lifetime,
yeah,
because
I'm just not considering this
it's
particular
literally
episode. I'm just
everyone
looking at a
against the
grander
company.
scale
That's
of
the whole
things.
point. You can't just repeat this. You won't be able to repeat this. That's the whole point.
I'm
You
not
won't
looking
be
at
able
just
to.
one thing. I'm just.
No, and I'm
I
not
am
saying
not
it about
just
one thing. You won't be able to
saying.
repeat it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you can. What if it starts happening across the countries all over the world, and the
And
market
no,
or the
if
authorities
then
are not
how
like
it
super
won't be
alert,
hedge fund.
and the authorities are not super alert, and they are saying, okay, this is happening because this happened in India, and it's just youth playing around. But if there is some external threat to it, we need regulations. I'm not saying don't do this. Do this. Show the middle finger to the rich people. They need to know that, okay, we are not senseless. But you are saying that without any restrictions, just let it flow. No, because when rich people
Bro,
will
when did I
start
ever
coming in
say?
at us,
When did I say just to do it without restriction? No, go on. When did I ever say that? I didn't. You literally missed out on the point, and now you just opposing me for something I didn't even say, bruh.
I'm not
What is your
opposing. I'm
point?
just putting
Because
forward
you're.
my point. I'm not
Yeah,
opposing. It's putting
you
forward my
said
point.
like I said, do it without any When did I ever say that? They said it was a free market, and when poor people
Now
started
you're
trading
like, no, you
freely,
like that
now they suddenly need all
Congress
the
and everything.
restriction.
So I'm like, just
Yeah,
let it free and
yeah,
just
and
I'm
guess
just
what? I
against
can
it. Okay, I
guarantee
may
you.
have interpreted
No,
it
I can
wrong,
guarantee
but
you
I
that
wanted
they're not
with
gonna face
restrictions.
any repercussion. If anything, it's the poor people that are gonna face repercussion. The billionaires, they've been doing that. What about the ones who sold their tens of millions of stock before Corona pandemic? What happens to them? Guess what? They're still in Congress. They're still ruling over it, and they're still making laws about it. So yeah, they're the one getting profit on it. And
Yeah,
when
that's
the poor
corruption.
people finally started,
That's
yeah, exactly. So you can't just expect everything and anything to be fair, because guess what? It is not. And when the poor people finally started earning money, they just suddenly want all the restriction, and they just stopped trading, and they just start manipulating the market, and then they're just crying, wow, how convenient. When you do it, it's fair, and when the poor people finally play you at your own game, it's suddenly just jump. Bro, no. This is what I'm saying. Nah, see, this is why I agree wholeheartedly with Riley. Fuck making money. It's more.
I
about
agree
proving a
too, but
point
I
at
want
this point.
restrictions also. Some
Nah,
kind
it's
of
more about
restrictions.
proving a point.
Some kind of
If the rich have been doing it for decades, and when we finally start to get our hand on it, then suddenly you just need restrictions to stop poor people from gaining such kind of money. Yeah, bro, those billionaires aren't gonna care. They'll be like, oh well, there's just, oh, I guess I'll have to postpone buying that super yacht for another month, I guess. But for poor people, this
You
kind
know,
of money
right,
is
that the
literally
hedge
life
fund got
changing.
bankrupt and lots of people lost their jobs.
Yeah, and I guess they'll just have to sell their mansion. How sad! Wow.
Not all MBAs are millionaires. There are,
How
but yeah, they're
sad.
gonna find some other
Wow,
job
those
here and
headphones, yeah,
there.
they
That's
literally,
not
it
a
is
valid.
literally the top 1%. Good. They have literally been illegally manipulating the market. They finally got what's coming
I
to
should
them.
enter Wall Street. What do you say? I should enter Wall Street.
Go for
Do you
it,
think
bro.
I'm
Go
gonna be a
for it.
millionaire at that?
Go for it.
Do you think I have it in me? I can be cunning like that.
Bro, just start your channel. Just start your channel where you can just give crypto advice and